Toronto Raptors, a trade that keeps on giving. The Toronto Raptors have been making waves lately, and a significant part of that is thanks to a trade with the New York Knicks that happened nearly 2 years ago. The Raptors brought in Emmanuel Quickley and RJ Barrett, sending OG Anunoby the other way in a multiplayer deal that also included a draft pick. This trade has proven to be a game-changer. It's exciting to see how both Quickley and Barrett have developed since joining our team. Raptors head coach Darko Rajakovic recently praised the growth of Quickley and Barrett, stating that they have matured significantly since their arrival. He noted that RJ returning to play in Toronto is a special moment for him and his family. You can feel the energy when he plays in front of Toronto fans, and he seems to be bringing that extra motivation to the court. How do you feel about Barrett's performance? Is he living up to expectations in his home city? Comment Go Toronto Raptors below to share your thoughts. Quickley has become a standout player, finishing with a team-high 19 points in a recent game against the Knicks, even though the Raptors faced a tough loss. His journey from a two-guard in New York to a starting point guard under Rajakovic has been impressive. It's a big transition, and Quickley's hard work and dedication are starting to pay off. Have you noticed his evolution as a player? What do you think about his move to point guard? On the defensive side, Quickley is also making strides. Rajakovic highlighted how his on-ball defense has improved dramatically, stating that he's now one of our best defenders. This is crucial for the Raptors as we aim to solidify our reputation as one of the top defensive teams in the league. It's refreshing to see a player who can not only score, but also disrupt the opponent's offense. Barrett, on the other hand, has altered his shot selection, focusing more on driving to the basket and improving his catch-and-shoot game. His ability to score off cuts is adding a new dimension to our offense. Rajakovic has pointed out that both players are heavily investing in their personal development, and it's clear that this commitment is having a positive impact on the team as a whole. The Raptors will be back in action tomorrow night against the Portland Trail Blazers, and we're eager to see how Quickley and Barrett continue to shine. Tip-off is set for 7:30 Eastern Time, so make sure to tune in and cheer them on. What are your thoughts on the Raptors' current lineup? Do you think Quickley and Barrett can take us to new heights this season? Let us know in the comments where you're from and what you think about the future of the Toronto Raptors. Raptors look to bounce back after tough weekend losses. The Toronto Raptors faced a challenging weekend, suffering back-to-back losses that snapped their impressive 9-game winning streak. This downer has caused them to slip in the power rankings, now sitting at number 11, down from number 9. It's a tough pill to swallow for a team that many still consider among the elite in the NBA. Losing RJ Barrett to a knee sprain has been a significant blow to the Raptors. In the 4 games without him, the team has struggled offensively, averaging just 103 points, a stark contrast to their season average of 117.6. Barrett's absence has certainly been felt, and it raises an important question for fans. How crucial is RJ to our success? Comment Go Toronto Raptors below with your thoughts. The Raptors' performance against the New York Knicks was particularly worrying. Without Barrett and center Jakob Poeltl, who has been sidelined during back-to-backs, the Raptors struggled to maintain their usual rebounding prowess. Starting Scottie Barnes at center was a bold move, but it didn't yield the desired results, as they recorded their worst rebounding game since early October. The stats show that the Raptors are 0-5 when they grab less than 45% of available boards, highlighting how critical their frontcourt presence is. Looking ahead, the Raptors are set to embark on a 5-game homestand, which starts with a matchup against the Portland Trail Blazers. This is a crucial stretch for the team to regain their momentum. Barrett is set to be re-evaluated this week, and if he can return during this homestand, it could be a game-changer for the Raptors. Fans, how do you feel about the upcoming games? Do you think the return of Barrett will be enough to turn things around? As we gear up for the next challenge against the Los Angeles Lakers, it's important to rally behind our team. The Raptors have shown they can bounce back from adversity, and a strong home crowd could be exactly what they need. What are your thoughts, Toronto? Where do you see the Raptors heading from here? Let's hear your opinions below, and don't forget to include the name of your city when you comment. Make sure to subscribe for more updates, and keep the conversation going in the comments. Go Raptors! Raptors road trip challenges. Can they bounce back? The Toronto Raptors recently went on a 2-game road trip after an incredible 9-game winning streak. But it seems the team hit a bit of a bump in the road, losing both games. This brings their season record to 14-7, dropping them to third place in the Eastern Conference. While it's still early in the season with 61 games left to play, it's crucial to consider how this team will respond moving forward. Comment "Go Toronto Raptors" in the comments. As fans, we have a lot to ponder. The Raptors have shown they can rattle off impressive wins, like their 13 victories in 14 games. But can they maintain that momentum? With a record that's currently on pace for 55 wins, which would be their best performance since the championship-winning 2018-19 season, it feels like we have both hope and caution. The big question is whether they can sustain that level of play, especially with the second easiest schedule behind them so far. Now, the Raptors are facing their 9th hardest schedule for the rest of the season. This means they will really need to step up their game against tougher opponents. Bleacher Report's Grant Hughes predicts they could finish at 48-34. While this is still a solid record and should secure a playoff spot, we can't help but wonder if this team can aim higher. Wouldn't it be something to see them challenge for that top seed in the East? This season is pivotal for the Raptors. After 3 straight years of missing the playoffs, just making it back would feel like a huge victory. The dynamic duo of Scotty Barnes and Brandon Ingram is leading this charge, supported by solid performances from R.J. Barrett, Emmanuel Quickley, and Jakob Poeltl. This core group shows promise, but we need to see consistent effort night in and night out. As fans, let's take a moment to reflect. What do you think of the Raptors' current trajectory? Are we optimistic they can maintain or even improve their standing? Or do you think the challenges ahead might prove too much? Comment with your thoughts about the Raptors, and let's keep the conversation going. What city are you from? And how do you feel about the future of the Toronto Raptors?